welcome back to another video. We're continuing where we left off here in the Waking Sands with the next quest called Life, Materia, and Everything. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause, that you might take to the field suitably prepared. I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Butamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. And yeah, so it's pretty much everything that they said before. Alright, so in case you don't know, materia is a very special kind of item that you can fix to your weapons and gear and your accessories and help to improve it. So like for example, we can use a strength materia to increase the strength of our gear, and which will overall improve our stats. So this is going to be that introduction into being able to fix materia onto our very own items. So after leaving Blackbrush, we head up here. You can see the mines in the distance, and it should be right down through here. Yeah, you can kind of tell because it looks like a junkyard, to be honest. A very small junkyard, but junkyard nonetheless. I've always loved that machine in the background. It's hilarious looking. Who does Uplander come to 10th ring of Mutamix Bubblypots? Minfilia's dagger. This plain dagger has absolutely no defining characteristics except that the hilt does smell quite nice. Fighting tool drinks and airy stuff. When full of airy stuff, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. Did materia join with Fighty Tool? Then Big Eyes Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Utamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see powered materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good Teachy show with power of materia. The Materia Master. Now eyes of Uplander point at Flighty Tool, yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool Reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by reducing equipment into its etheric constituents and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with the owner's spirit. And when you attach a piece of materia to gear, you'll imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mudamix turned that dagger of yours from something as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth yielding. Uplander wished to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fit brain case with knowledge of crafty making. With knowledge of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade flap tongues with learny ones of Mutamix. Goblins have such a weird way of talking. Forging the spirits. So we can learn materia assimilating from them. Produce an item with a complete spirit bond, yada yada yada. Okay. Okay, so it's thanks to this guy we can learn how to fix materia onto our weapons. But I think that we'll go ahead and continue on with the main storyline. And we'll continue on from there, mostly because I just don't want to read it out anymore from here. I really don't want to risk having to talk like a goblin again. I mean, I know that we'll have to later on, but for some reason that voice was just really hard to do. Oh, Minfilia! Welcome back, Claire. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. In a sense, once ordinary dagger was now made with the wonders of materia. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the qualities of one equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Claire, so make it your ally. And now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Okay, I'm ready right now. Lord of the Inferno, Minfilia would like to assist the immortal flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungus, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalj'aa to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalj'aa responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. As the Amalj'aa are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provided to them, Claire. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me to tell you, save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Yeah, there's no way this could possibly end badly. I mean, at least before you had Thancred there, I mean, shouldn't you at least make sure that Thancred is there helping out? Or at least kind of on hand should something go bad? I mean, I'm just saying. And there we go. Ah, you're Claire Fay of the Scions? My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalj'aa and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungus, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we request the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Pray make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalj'aa plot if the mission succeeds, Claire. Let's make sure it does. Alright, so the Invisible City now. Oh, it's gonna be so nice to unlock mounts. We don't have to run everywhere. So, should be right around in here. Is that bait in place? The man is in position, sir. Good. We'll make our move as soon as the Amalj'aa appear. Yes, sir. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the Immortal Flame's clutches for moons before finally getting caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. What a stupid face. Your every move was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours! Man, what stupid idiots those two look like. I guess that was the point. Heh, our Amalj'aa friends will keep you company. Filthy traitors when I get my hands on you! Okay, so this guy actually looks to be the leader. How long will you last, I wonder? Another wave! Stay sharp, men! Take care of the weaker ones first. You know, for great big giant lizard people with skin like as thick as rock or something, you think that they would be a lot tougher to bring down. God damn it, is there no end to them? The show is only just beginning! Yeah, I can kind of picture him just sitting back, enjoying some popcorn, watching them all fight and kill each other. What a jerk he is. Put up your weapons or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Ha! Bring her. The rest of you, march! Traitorous scum! Oh, look where we are. Lizardmen marched us to their stronghold. They're preparing for something, and I, for one, do not want to be around when they finish. They're going to kill us, aren't they? Gods, I don't want to die. I want to go home. Oh, these poor people. I feel the Amalj'aa mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers, now accessible. Damn it all. Traitor in the flames. What has become of us? I'm sorry we dragged you into this. Were I a better judge of character, we wouldn't be in this mess. Oh, don't worry, buddy. It's not your fault. Okay, so... Alright, there we go. That was annoying to wait for. But we made it. Let's head inside and try not to die. That's always the goal of a dungeon or trial. You just try so hard not to die. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Didn't know these guys were poets. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you!
Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you! Arise once more as my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn!
O mighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible! What sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another. Yes, that is the only explanation.
Forsooth thy frail mortal flame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thy allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragon's born of thine abhorrent kind. Thy existence is not to be suffered.
Well, that's a hell of an introduction. Alright, thank you all so much for waiting. I know that took a minute.
My flame shall consume thy flesh and soul both.
You know, I love Arcanist, but it is starting to become a little difficult to handle this in some of these later battles.
Succumb to the Inferno!
Yeah, I think I'll be changing it up soon. Yeah, I think I'll head back to Marauder. It's a little bit easier to use in these battles.
Surrender thyself to the fires of judgment.
Okay. Take care of the ads. Always take care of the ads in battles.
Thy soul shall burn for eternity.
Man, he is so ugly. I think in his previous incarnations, he's actually supposed to look more human than monster.
The blessing of light defies me?
Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalj'aa zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Ha! Persistent lot! Phew! I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Claire. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism by fire. Let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir! So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The ratings are nowhere near what I anticipated, even taking Udon interference into account. You should know better than any to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Yep, looks like everyone already left. Okay, let's get out of this dump. And we're back here in Drybone. Hello, Thancred. How are you doing, buddy? Ah, there you are, Claire. Come, rest a while. You'll have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalj'aa will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time, at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use, to you or the abductees. They may behold a body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all of our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Claire. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Menphilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands. When you are good and ready, we can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Wow. That's kind of overthinking it. And, oh, these poor guys. We Immortal Flames are stationed here to keep an eye on the Amalj'aa. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't look like the same guy. Oh, no. Yeah. So, I was right. It didn't end well. But hey, we're still alive. I guess that counts for something. But really, Thancred, you thought that from the very beginning we had what it takes to change the world. I mean, it's a romantic notion, granted, but come on, you barely know us. I mean, how do you know that Will won't turn evil someday? I mean, I'm not saying that it will ever happen, but yeah, what can you do? I guess it's because we're supposed to have a really strong connection with the Echo. I'm not entirely sure what that means, though. I mean, there are other people who do have the power of the Echo. I don't know how it varies upon the individual. I mean, is somebody able to tap into their powers a lot more easily? Is somebody have it's just so strong that they're immune to all kinds of different forms of tempering? I don't know how that's supposed to work. I don't know why our Echo is so different. Apparently it's because we have what's known as the Blessing of Light alongside with the Echo. Apparently they're two different things. They're supposed to be two separate things, but I have no clue. No, I just do not get it. Hopefully they'll be able to explain why it's so unique that way. Hello, we just got back from fighting Ifrit. Is nobody happy? Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Menphilia. You should join them at once. Lady Menphilia is most eager to see you. Well, thank you, finally. Somebody's happy to see us. My late arrival nearly cost Claire her life. I wasn't there when the Amalj'aa took her prisoner. I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Claire, it is good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I was just finishing regaling Menphilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalj'aa undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their Primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Udal. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the Primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, Primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone does not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well and with the world, primals poses no physical form. Their essence is diverse across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric consolage, which grants the beings physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourselves were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a great power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Claire. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people will learn of the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you shall have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the temperate abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope you will continue to stand with us, Claire. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Swak would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Alright, so I think that's a good place to end the story right there for now. That was a lot to cover all at once. Okay, so the next quest is called A Hero in the Making, but we'll leave it for there for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and you'll join me again next time. Bye-bye!